Hi, welcome to Sugar Free. This is a quick energy check, really somewhat in the context of the upcoming eclipse. I want to poll today on what is it that is ending. Something is ending. Something's always ending, okay? But I've just got a strong feeling like something is in the final stages of something, okay? I know that sounds terribly vague, but that's what I'm going to pull on today. So the cards that I'm using are the major arcana of the ancient Italian tarot. I'm going to pull 3 of those. This is the minor arcana of the Rider-Waite split into its suits. So I'm going to clarify each of the major arcana with 1 from each suit of the minor arcana, and then possibly cap off the columns with a pull from the major arcana of the Rider-Waite. Everything's shuffled. I've been listening to the 6 o'clock news on the BBC while I was shuffling. Yeah, all sorts going on, all sorts. So let's pull on this. Like I said, I'll just give these another couple of shuffles. Everything ends. There's always something ending, even if it's simply your breath. Oh, sorry, I'm just going to pull the curtains again. Slightly inhibited about being seen doing this from the street. It's dark now. The clocks are going back next weekend. Whoa. Maybe it's that. Maybe what's coming to an end is what's euphemistically, certainly in terms of this year, called British summertime. And it lasts from March to October. But, I mean, even the point of darkness at midwinter ends, and it ends in a split second. It's come and gone. Like the apex, the acme, the maha of the darkness is gone in a flash. It's gone in probably less time than it takes to think a thought. I think it's been proved that nothing is faster than thought. Thought is faster than light. I think they worked that out. They're them scientists working it all out. Anyway, here we go. Right. 3 major arcana. What is it that is ending? Now, this first card I'm going to pull is Things as We See Them. The second card is the Veil. The third card is Things as They Really Are. Okay. So, Things as We See Them. The Star. The Veil. The Hermit. Yeah. There's more to be worked out here. And Things as They Really Are. The Emperor in reverse. And that's why. That's why. I just posted, just a comment on Facebook. Hashtag psychopathocracy. That's what we're living in. That's what we're living in. Psychopathocracies, where psychopaths are in positions of power. And, you know, with all the coldness and all the utter conviction of rectitude of every possible sort. And there's always the backup spiritual aggravated neglect of not giving a shit if it turns out that you're wrong. There it is. Emperor in the reverse, like this mad despot. And there's a sense of powerlessness in the face of this. Just utter powerlessness. Another great thing, a meme I saw on Facebook. I think it's still called memes. I'm not sure. What can I do? I'm just one person, said 6 billion people. But I mean, the means don't exist, do they? The channels don't exist. And, you know, it's no great surprise. I mean, a rogue leader, a rogue authority here in the Emperor in reverse is hardly going to like create actually like effective channels for you know, protest or whatever, or even just discussion. You know? Not effective ones. They'll give you like little pretend ones, like memes on Facebook. They won't give you real ones. Anyway, that's that. I mean, I feel a little bit sad pulling the star in the upright in the position here of things as you see them, because I mean, in the face of this hope here is just, oh, just about all you like. This is pretty much as good as it gets, mate. As good as it gets. And I don't know, you know, she's meagerly clad, isn't she? And usually I see this as a really, really nice thing. You know, the fact that she's rendered invulnerable by her fearlessness. She's been through the tower, and now she understands that she is of the source and is the source and is the power that makes the source move in its cycle. Who knows what that power is? I was doing research the other day on how cells breathe. And, you know, they've got all the mechanisms like delineated, and they've got all the biochemistry delineated and, you know, all the rest of it. But they still don't understand what's powering the whole thing. They just kind of don't talk about that, because that's where it starts to get spiritual, you see. And it's not necessarily the case that scientists don't go for all that, but in general they don't, you know. And it's usually it's either the pseudo scientists and sort of, you know, charlatans who go for that, you know, people who call themselves scientists but really they're just interested. It's fair enough. Or like out and out charlatans. They go for the spiritual sometimes. And also the other group around science and scientists who go for the spiritual in the end, because there's no fucking where else to go in the end, are the truly great scientists, the truly great ones, the ones who've gone absolutely thoroughly through the matter in hand, through the problem they're grappling with, through the, you know, through the research and all the rest of it. And they've come out the other side with all the knowledge, and they understand, because they're wise people, that they still don't know. They still don't know what it's really, really about and how it really works. They've just got to the bottom of a really complex, like important bit of the mechanics. But as I say, as to what's powering it, dear, oh dear, anybody's guess. You know, what's making this move in its endless cycles? That's what this card is about. It's about acceptance of cycles and taking joy in cycles and being part of cycles. You know, because we've had the Tower, card number 16, this is 17, directly following the Tower, where everything we thought we understood has been smashed to smithereens, and it came out of fucking nowhere. Where'd you go after that? Card in the middle here, the Hermit. This is where you go to your cave. You go to your cave. But I mean, this I'm quite like clear on, but there's something interesting about the relationship between these two cards, because they're not a million miles away from each other in terms of they're both sort of solitary. They're both solitary figures, kind of engaged in their own spiritual or contemplative process. But there's something sort of withdrawn here. There's something more. And this was the first thought that I had when I pulled this after this. There's something more that needs to be understood. I mean, I don't think it's necessarily this that needs to be understood. I think this is the prevailing big picture. But the Hermit here said to me that there was something more that needed to be understood in the context of where we are here. in this, as I say, the invulnerability of fearing nothing. And I mean, in a way, okay, right, here we go. You see, the invulnerability of fearing nothing can be like a good thing, or it can be an indication of enlightenment. And it can also be an indication of psychopathy. Okay. So it's perhaps that's what we're going to look at here in the Hermit here. Let's start pulling. I'm going to pull on the Star here. Very interesting. Okay, the King of Pentacles, more like multiple shiny things. Multiple shiny things, and feeling very, very kind of secure. There's a security in this paradigm. And there's a feeling of not only owning everything you see, but controlling everything you see and having mastered. This is mastery of the exchange of power. That's what the Pentacles are about. Exchange of energy for money, exchange of goods, buying, selling, work. That's all Pentacle energy. And we're in a very, very comfortable place here, or we certainly think we are. Knight of Wands. I mean, this is beautiful. I feel really bad because I'm just going to blow it all up when I get here. I'm going to take it down through this column and blow it all up when I get here. I mean, Knight of Wands is lovely. It's like this endless sort of innovation in terms of what is made, what's sort of manufactured, what's produced in the material realm. You know, I mean, okay, we have to deal with Pentacles in order to sort of buy property and get property, but this is about like physical nuts and bolts of life, like houses, businesses, careers. Yeah, this is action in the world in terms of the material aspects of the world. And, you know, we've got a wonderful confidence here in the Knight of Wands. This is very, very nice so far. Five of Swords in the reverse. Well, you know what? Maybe I've got to change my flipping tune. Maybe I've got to change my tune. Maybe there's an overcoming of something here. Because, I mean, the Five of Swords, in terms of the minor arcana, it is the sort of, you know, it's the harshest card of conflict, basically, and sort of arguing and just like being a bit of a bit of a one. I don't want to swear too much, but I mean, you know, not only do we have the aftermath of a conflict here, and we have someone kind of profiting from it, basically, and controlling the narrative around it. All right, that one who's picked up all the swords, because the other two in the background there are just too flipping knackered because they actually fought. And they've done and seen things that's traumatized them. And the narrative is being controlled by somebody who wasn't actually there. That's what I'm getting off this today. But it's in the reverse. And, you know, that's really nice. That's really, really nice. And in a sense, the reversal of that, of this matter of sort of controlling the narrative, and in frankly, a sort of hypocritical sort of a way, you know, it would be surprising really if this came up in conjunction with these other cards, because we've got, you know, we've got beautiful forward thinking and confident energy here. It's really beautiful. What do we get in the cups? Queen of Cups in the reverse. In the reverse. Okay. No, that changes things. That changes things. This is taking us into this next column. Because there's a brokenheartedness for me today about this Queen of Cups in the reverse. This is the in terms of This is the dissing of Shakti. This is the dissing of Shakti. This is the diminishing, the reducing, the impoverishment of the heart. That's tragic. This is tragic. It's brokenheartedness. How on earth is that fitting here? I mean, maybe there's a kind of maybe this controlling of the narrative here in the reverse is that the narrative has been sort of hijacked here. In this lovely confidence, the confidence in the star, the confidence in the King of Pentacles, the confidence in the Knight of Wands. And then these two. And like I was saying about this controlling of the narrative, I mean, when a narrative has to be managed, someone is fucking lying, all right? When a decision is taken somewhere there to control a narrative about something, you know, someone's up to no good. Because if they weren't up to no good, the narrative wouldn't need to be controlled, would it? This is propaganda. Apparently, when my father and his sister were little children, when my aunt was born in 1912, I think, and my father was born in 1916. I think she was born in 1912, and apparently they used to run around like shouting the word propaganda, and then like falling around laughing, like as little children around the sort of 1920 sort of mark, just after World War One. Yeah, they loved that word propaganda, but it is quite a fruity word, isn't it? Propaganda. See, I'm at it now. It's an ancestral thing. You just say that word in a silly voice and then fall around laughing. That's what I'm getting off this now. That's what I'm getting off this. Let's go to the Hermit. Eight of Pentacles. Keep on keeping on. There's work to be done in this cave. There's flipping work to be done. Queen of Wands. She came up in a recent reading and I was really hard on her. Said she was entitled and grandiose. Let's carry on. Ace of Swords in the reverse. Oh, false speech. Oh my God. And the Ace of Cups in the reverse. Oh my God. Oh God. Dear, sorry. I mean, really, yeah. I mean, broken heart, the broken heart of the Queen of Cups is, you know, the cup is broken here in the Queen of Cups because the bloody source dried up. It's all like cracked. It's just like barren. It's just barren. The most positive card here in this column so far is the Eight of Pentacles. There is a regime here that, oh dear, these two, this false speech and this unlove here, false speech and the Ace of Swords in reverse, unlove and silence where there should be stuff said, and lies told when things are said. And this, oh God, it's being kept in place here. It's being kept in place. The Hermit in conjunction with the Eight of Pentacles. I mean, the Eight of Pentacles is this keep on keeping on. Just knock them out, knock them out, knock them out. This is the, so to speak, this is really getting your nut down here, because this is appalling. I'm going to go straight on to the Emperor in the reverse. Oh, yeah, in the reverse. Oh, Five of Pentacles in the reverse. This came up in the same place yesterday. Page of Wands in the reverse. Moves made in a good direction don't get far. Again, I'm intrigued by this Five of Pentacles in the reverse. So let's see what else is in this column. Queen of Swords in the reverse. No negotiation. And the Eight of Cups. Oh, fucking hell, mate. Well, something's definitely ending then, isn't it? I'm going to have to look and see how it ends. It's a combination of the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Sorry, the Eight of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Do you know what I'm getting from the Five of Pentacles? And I hope this won't offend anybody, but I'm getting the phrase, the lunatics have taken over the asylum here. A vulnerability exists that is exploited by the resentful. That's the nature of this upended authority here in the Emperor in the reverse. And it's blocking moves to shift things along here in some sort of new direction. Not just keep things going in the same direction, but the Page of Wands is about shifting things in a new direction, branching out, literally. But it's like the burgeonings of ideas, of possibilities, of proposals. Block, block, block. And the Queen of Swords in the reverse here. I mean, the Queen of Swords is about the exchange of verbal and mental phenomena, because there's negotiation here. She's connecting and she's communicating with authority, but she's communicating. Whereas the King of Swords, like, the decision is final, the decision has been made, and the word is final. Here we are still, as I say, with great authority, but there's an openness to the thoughts and words of others here in the reverse. And the final upshot, the Eight of Cups, just like, man, this is worth leaving behind. So whatever's ending, I've got to say, I'm not sorry on the basis of this reading. I'm not sorry. I'm going to get 3 from the Major Arcana of the Rider-Waite, because as I said, what I see here is this sort of, here I see a veneer of yeah, propaganda, basically. It's in my genes. Can't help it. It's in my DNA. To say the word propaganda and laugh. Yeah, man. And it's covering up. It's covering up. And the only way we're surviving this is by staying in the cave and nutting down, nutting down, nutting down, nutting down. And what I'm talking about by that is just not getting swept away in this very alluring propaganda because this is what's underneath it. It's terrible, man. And this vein of entitlement running through it. And the entitlements here as well. And in the Emperor in reverse. And in the, as I said, a vulnerability exists that is being exploited by the resentful. I cannot put it any more clearly than that. In that Five of Pentacles in reverse. Oof. It's worth leaving behind. Worth letting go. I'll tell you what, though, when something like this ends, it's like the line in King Lear, when two of Lear's courtiers, they know, basically, they know that Lear's going mad, all right? And they're basically all maneuvering to get as much possible advantage out of the situation before it tips over into, this is like King Lear. There he is. It's King Lear. They're all maneuvering, as I say, to get maximum advantage for themselves out of the situation before the madness is makes the majesty untenable. And they're talking to Lear, they're flattering him, and they're talking about kingship and royalty. And they say, "'Tis a massy wheel fixed at the summit of the highest mount, to whose huge spokes 10,000 lesser things are mortised and adjoined, which, when it falls, each small annexment, petty consequence, attends the boisterous ruin." Right? You want to be walking away from that boisterous ruin. You want to be going in that direction, or at least in a fucking cave, busy. Again, it's like the reading I did yesterday, like, you know, keep your eye out for the slivers of simple truth coming out of this. And I mean, there's no truth on the fucking table. You know, those swords, Five of Swords in reverse, that's as close as it gets. Is some sort of like bubbling, burgeoning, like suspicion, right? That narratives are being controlled and that major truths are being covered up or left unsaid, and major lies are being told. And there is only, this is my way or the highway in terms of communication here, the Queen of Swords in the reverse. This is a dodgy situation. And underpinning it all is this utter heartbreak. Utter heartbreak. And this cracked cup, this cracked, dry, dusty cup. Right, let's get, oh, there we go. Look at that. That jumped out, the Fool in the upright. How lovely. Well, that's a new beginning. I mean, look, you walk away over those mountains and you come to the edge. You come to the edge. Let's put another one. Devil in reverse. I said, didn't I? I'm not like unhappy to see something coming to an end here. Because, you know, this like demonic energy of controlling narratives and kind of, yeah, this star. And today, I mean, you know, sorry, but that's how I'm seeing the star today. It's usually pretty sacrosanct for me, but that's what's coming through today. Star, King of Pentacles, Knight of Wands here. It's like everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. And it's really kind of pervasive. Get that off the star. It's really pervasive. And like I said, when narratives have to be controlled, Five of Swords in the reverse, or have been controlled or are being controlled, someone is up to no good round the back, all right? This is true underbelly energy here. These drives, these doubts, these misbeliefs about power, about agency, about freedom, and the deliciousness of not being able to help it, being chained, the deliciousness of it, the victim, the willing victimhood. Ugh. But it's in the reverse, following the Fool. Justice. Ta-da! Right. You know what? This turns. This whole thing turns. There is always the choice in this full energy, in this freshness. I mean, people sort of go, oh, you know, he's like at the edge of the cliff. But we don't know. Just under there, perhaps is a lovely, like, soft green flipping meadow about a foot down. We don't know. You know, things can always get better and be started afresh. Always. You know, as long as there is life, there is hope. Where there's life, there's hope. The Fool. You know, in the writing of this, the writing of it, I'm not talking about writing with a W. The balancing out of things here. It's in the frame, this, the spectrum exists. The bandwidth of this clearly exists for justice. But what it takes is the courage, and in a sense, the naive courage of the Fool. This naivety of the Fool, this endless walking into the unknown, right? Like I said, everything, there are endings happening all the time, and there are beginnings happening all the time. And it knocks this propaganda into a cocked hat, dear viewer, dear listener. So listener, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me for that and for watching. And I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.